Hi, this is Jack Martin, owner of A1 Freight Broker Training and trainer here. Well, one of the questions that I get asked quite often is how I can do what I do at such a low cost. Um, you know, Part of the program here at A1 Freight Broker Training is that I provide you ongoing support. I promise that I will be there and no further than a phone call away. Anytime you pick up the phone and call me, I'm going to be there. Yeah, you may get my voicemail, and but I promise that I will get back to you. Let me answer that question real simply. And it's a story about a gentleman named Fred. When I first started freight broker training, um, in the mid '90s, I was like many of you. I didn't know where to go, what to do. There was no real support out there. The gentleman that gave me the opportunity to learn how to broker freight, basically drew me a couple stick pictures and turned me loose. You know, and I thank him very much for the opportunity to learn how to freight broker. It was and is an exciting field to be part of. But shortly, about 6 months to a year after the opportunity arose, I ran into a gentleman that had been brokering for many years and was very successful at it. And if you'd met this gentleman, you would have never suspected this, because he was a very humble man, and is very gentleman that lived very humbly, and there in town in Idaho where I lived at. And actually, me and him met one night after work and stuff at an auction, that I used to go to on a regular basis, just to hang out and do things. And when I first met him, I thought, well, he must be just an old farmer, because that's what I lived in, is a farming community. And shortly after that, me and him got to talking and got to get to knowing each other and stuff, and spending some time together. And Fred took me underneath his wings and spent a lot of time with me, and a lot of energy with me, and taught me how to find customers and how to build a customer base, and the same principles that I teach my clients today. He was right there with me the whole time. And very shortly after that, I asked Fred, I says, well, what do I owe you for all this? And Fred's reply to me was, pass it on. Help those that have a desire to enter this industry. Help them to learn correctly. Help them to learn what needs to be done to be a successful broker. And this is what at A1 Freight Broker Training I've attempted to do. Being a sole a sole proprietor here at A1. I don't have some of the overheads that some of the larger transportation company or freight broker companies have. I don't have a large staff. I don't have big fancy website and stuff. I have what it takes to be successful. And that's what I try and pass on. If you pick up the phone and call me, I'd be more than happy to spend some time with you and answer some of your questions and provide you with a free introduction manual to freight brokering. I had a gentleman call me this morning that he had received my manual, and he said, wow, he said, I didn't believe there was that much information to be had at no cost. A1 Freight Brokerage Training is here to be of service. We're here to help you succeed in this industry. And that's really what you need, is somebody that's going to stand beside you. All I ask is that you pick up the phone and call me. 828-348-4921. 828-348-4921. This is Jack Martin, A1 Freight Broker Training. Thank you for your time.